Ladies and gentlemen, I am Cole Extra McHenry. We are back with some more South American action. As you can see, my co-commentator not here just yet, but he will be here very soon. I think he had his PC crash and reboot and is getting all those window updates. All the less, we're getting started into the pistol round action here very soon. I'll go ahead and toss it into game. Anthran will be joining me very shortly. As we hop into this matchup, though, we will get this action started. Very exciting stuff here, as MIBR and Fluxo look to take it on for a spot at the IEM Rio qualifiers. A lot on the line here for these two teams, right? They're hungry to try and make it forward into this. And ooh, they've just thrown a decoy here in towards sandbags to spot out anyone. It hasn't hit the likes of... hasn't hit the likes of Burns in. That's who it is. There we go. But he does get cleared anyway. Luck's going to pick him off, and in a 4-on-5 now, they fake the bomb tap. There's no real counter utility to be thrown out here from MIBR, so a safe passage in for a plant for the side of Fluxo going well. They will punch in those numbers now. Now hoping to find the kills. But in this close plant, 4-on-5, how is MIBR going to get back into this one? They have to really fight their way into this. Right now, having no luck on the access. Flash is going in. Shots are rattling off, but finally, Jota gonna find himself a couple of kills to answer things back and has a chance to pull this one. A hit in the hands of Henny as well, and they're giving them fights. Phelps gonna peek out from the side as well, and Exit finds another kill. They've totally collapsed here on the retake. Easy as that, a kit in the hands of Henny. He'll get the defuse off, and MIBR. What a round to pull back within an instant. How did they get away with that? A 4-on-5 in the retake there, and everyone just giving them fights. MIBR can't believe their luck, but that's a huge lifeline to kick off this round. Kick off this opening map. Very nice stuff to open things up here. And the pistol round. We did get to catch MIBR yesterday on ESL_CSGO B. We were here watching them and playing on this exact same map. Everyone looked laser sharp. Exit individually was having himself a very good game, and so that's something to keep an eye out for if he can carry over that same energy. Then they'll be looking good. I will say Turtle was a bit vulnerable on that B side, so we do have to keep an eye out for that. But for the most part, MIBR making their way here was a breeze. Nice opening pick right there. Make it a double from Luco. Gonna find himself a couple of kills and completely throw the wrench in this defense. MIBR very much so gonna be struggling here in this 3-on-5. I have to take some forward angles. Jota definitely attempting it, but he's getting forced off. Patience here from Fluxo, extremely patient. Jota gonna start making a gamble here over towards the mid side of things, off of that A-bomb site, and it is seemingly that wrong call coming through. You can see everyone else on the side of Fluxo walking up the ramp pretty much free of charge. They even have a little contingency plan here in Lux towards middle, and I think for the most part, once they start to hear the numbers getting punched in towards that A side, it's just going to be a simple eco save round coming through from MIBR. A quick little response. Cozy. Very good double opener from him. 2 swift headshots. That's enough to close out the round right there. That's incredible stuff. Fluxo is X9Z. So they're a combination of a bunch of different teams, right? This is a little bit of a grudge match from Woody. Once a MIBR member, and now rocking on Fluxo. Oh my god, Exit not walking away with his gun is a big give up there. That's a bit brutal. But you got VSM, I believe previously on 00 Nation, at one point. No longer the case. I'm not sure what the previous teams are of Lux. I think he might be one of the newer faces. But all of the guns going down there. Great chase from Fluxo. They're able to drop every single weapon and apply a little bit of pressure here to MIBR, breaking that economy. Very nice work. Force Spy is in a mix here, of course, to try and answer things back. No surprise we're getting that. A little bit of Force Spy wars in play. That That's for sure. Utility being tossed up the ramp side. But nothing too crazy taking place. Bit of an A-side stack. They've got that boost going on. Oh, the double HG's got to finish the job. Burnson going to drop there. Haven't disassembled a boost, but Yota can't find anything off the stack there. And they're already making their way towards side hall. Burning down to the molly is hitting. Oh my god, Woody finds 2 kills with the molly. They were just completely trapped in Fluxo. They systematically dismantle MIBR right there. That's a incredible pickup right there. Easy as you like. On that side access, dealing with the force by nailing the double HE as well. That's lovely work being done here from the MIBR camp, or rather Fluxo camp, I should say. Woody with a double molly kill. You very rarely see that, but with the position that MIBR were really in, I don't think they could have avoided it. They were forced to pick their poison, really. Either head into the flames or get dealt with by a couple of players swinging for ramp, so. Stuck in an incredible trap from Fluxo, and only 1 pistol saved up is all that MIBR have to work with Turtle. Does have a little bit of firepower, but can't imagine he'll get to use it too much. You know, everyone on the Fluxo camp heading in towards that A side here. It's no secret about this, but they know that they are so far in the advantage this round. Should have no trouble swiping away this investment. Double HE once again. It almost seems like Sandbags is in a position that they can actually play here. Flash is gone, dodged out upon. He was so ready for that, and a lovely double headshot into the spray down. USP is getting collapsed upon. Turtle does have a little bit of bite with his bullets there. Can't deliver any. Last alive. He'll get bested. And there we are. Easy as that for Fluxo as they grab themselves the 3rd round. Back to it once again. With the investments here, though, for MIBR. One thing to say, they did have a pretty lights-out defense. The MIBR camp, it was kind of helmed by Exit with his big multi-kills just yesterday. Versus the likes of, I believe it was the Union that they were playing. And this time, Burnson going to find his opening pick right there. Fantastic work done by him. Kill found out from Burns, and he's down very low as well. And he's still fighting. A lot of value out of this player alone. Just committed to the ramp angle, but a slight gap in that. Spotted out from VSM. That's brilliant. A lovely little trade picked up by him. Can they keep it up? Can they keep it in store? Hoping to do so. With the man advantage that they have held onto. They get that side hall molly in from Woody, but little does he know there is 2 players tucked in close by. Yota and Woody ready to offer up a little bit of side hall re-aggression. Woody prepped for it, though. Well done from him to find the first hit. He maybe hoping to trade here, but he's going to stick around, waiting for this push. Woody playing it so perfectly, so patient, and he's going to flick on to the head. Completely dismantling this B-side defense here. Turtle, he's left on the other bomb site completely isolated, but he still could have impact. 1 kill in, but a trade quick. Exit's here as well. They're running into the last 2 players. That's bomb dropped, and now Exit has a chance. A one-on-one versus the likes of Woody. Bomb not in his control, but time is of essence here. Woody going to start to punch in those numbers. He does have it, but he does off of it, though, now. Exit's just going to play the time, and he will win the round just by that alone. Woody fumbling at the finish line. And there you go, MIBR steal a round out of the hat. Fantastic work from him. And again, this is the high impact that you can kind of expect from Exit. Really clutch plays, an extreme gamble from MIBR committed towards that B bomb site, but it was the right read. Incredible stuff. Coming through from side of MIBR. Can they keep it up, though? You got to take a look at this economy, and it's not looking pretty. The nade stacks once again raining down on Henny. Oh, they will catch him. Brutal way to go about things here. Boost being assembled. See what Burnson can find. Needs to have an answer back here, high on top of the cone. This is an angle that you'll oftentimes check. If not, what are you going to keep throwing in that molly? Smoke for it, but it doesn't really bode well for them. Got to turn their attention elsewhere here. What are you going to be scoped in, ready for AWP? No commitment being made on either camp, but again, MIBR going for these massive gambles. Everyone's stacking over towards this A side here in the 4-on-5, and that might just work out well for them. Utility bombardment on to Phelps. It will connect for a nice kill. Flash is going in as well. They've tucked in Turtle close by. Yota the same. 30 seconds left on the clock. Fluxo, they got to be a bit concerned. Oh, no, but Yota going to give up his life. A valuable information trade there, sure, but ideally stay alive there. Bomb drop now in the location. FXvsm going to be holding on to that as well. And that leaves 20 seconds left. There's going to be no secret about this being a side play, rather. Burnson has to turn his attention. Bo bailed out by exit, and now Woody in the clutch. A 1-on-2 with 10 seconds left. He has to make a move on, and he has to make it quick. Woody's going to peek in. He does find the first, but again, 7 seconds left. And exit's just going to win it by time alone. No time to run away. The clock getting the better of Fluxo now 2 rounds in a row. They're making these rounds very close. They're applying that pressure. They're getting a lot of these entries, but when it comes down to it, they might just be a little too slow on the gas to close out some of these rounds. You got to pick up the heat a little bit. Holding patient. It's the likes of Woody. Exits opened up proceedings, though. Once again, this guy just cannot get enough value out of him. Right now, towards the ramp side, he's going to find a gap in that smoke. He's going to take care of FXvsm. Still no moves again. I mean, when we talk about time being of essence here, it's been the case so often. Henny gonna drop another, and Luck's gonna fall. Burnson all prepped for that sidle aggression, and Henny tapping away some heads with the FAMAS. It's gonna be Woody left last man standing. Looking to take down his former teammates in a 1-on-5, but you just don't think that's gonna happen in the long run. He will get bested. Yota gonna pick up the op that's dropped by his former teammate and toss it into his new teammate's hand, and Henny. First time that we're getting an op out of him in this game, which is an exciting prospect. It's up against a limited buy. See if they can get the work done. Pushing through the smoke. Oh, a nice flashbang setup though. Yota gotta hold down the line with that side hole aggression. Bailing out his teammate there in a big way. Burnson lucky to be alive at the moment. Thankfully, Yota has his back. Oh, playing a dangerous game here on the smoke. Collecting a kill straight through it. It's going to be Phelps. Does find a response there at the very least. A trade. Answer things back. There's still plenty of utility, though, at the moment for MIBR to void off this A-side aggression if they so choose. Commit to it. Non-committal is Fluxo so far, but here's that utility being thrown out. They have to deal with Yota, who's already to the races here in this round. He finds one, but is bested eventually. Phelps good for another. Lovely trade. While he gets thrown down on top of the site, Phelps cannot punch in the numbers just yet. He does narrowly escape the op grasp of Henny, who's continuing to fire down range, and the smoke actually dissipates, but he's still able to punch in those numbers. Plant goes down. Eventually, the wallbang is connected, and VSM in a 1-on-3. Spotting a couple of heads. He's trying to dance around the sandbags, but he hasn't found a single one. Doing some damage. Sure, it's good, but he's running out of ammo, and they're moving in. Exit has gotten close by. And still, they're playing such a dangerous game, man. No one's giving him a peek. Everyone's being so perfect in the positioning, allowing for Exit to scale up and drawing out his attention all the while. And MIBR pull off another successful retake. They keep it up? That's my question. Just can they hold on here? Couple bits of utility being thrown in towards side. Oh, nice damage actually onto Burnson. Lucky to not fall too far into that trap, but just taking a healthy chunk. Riddle ready with the util at B as well, but always getting caught off guard here. Volley thrown in. He's trying to extinguish it. He does so just in time. He has support as well, but it's getting a bit awkward here. Gap in that smoke for Burnson to collect. In the meantime, though, a lot of aggression going on towards that B side here. Commitment from a couple of these players hoping to dance around the smokes. Exit's going to find one, but trade it out quickly here. It's up to Turtle. Rock Anchor here on the B side needs to line him up, and he does have an opportunity to do so. What are you going to drop it? Looks around the corner. The same fate. Phillips going to activate just slightly late, I should say, on this flank. Arriving too little too late to the party there, and Burnson never even rotated off, so he's prepped and ready for that sort of lurk from Phelps. Great read on the situation there from him, and great round from MIBR. Turtle was a little bit lacking yesterday in the hold department on that B bomb site, so the fact that he was able to get away with a big multi-kill, high value, high impact, coming through from him. Looking a lot more comfortable on that B side with some of the utility that he's throwing as well, right? With the smokes being thrown on the molly, playing those passive positions. Oh, I say that, but there's a flub nade. Shouldn't be the end of the world. He's just looking to battle it out here. Collects one and does so much damage to VSM. Forces him off his perch. Tempted there. Is VSM IGL? I don't know. It's actually a good question. Fluxo, a very new team, so it's hard to tell exactly. Could see the experience angle of him being the IGL. I know Woody, I believe at one point was the IGL for MIBR. It changed with Cello, so maybe he could be a good case there. All the while, no one really getting past his sight line here. Sure, there's a trade or two in the mix, but they're gonna have to deal with Yota. Backside of the site. Actually going to make his move towards side hall here. Another going to be retrieved. So becoming a little bit more interesting is this round. Issue is they have a player tucked in towards the side hall angle covering that site walk up. Shadow advantage is there for Jota, and he will find the kill. Last alive is going to be Woody in this clutch situation. He'll find a trade. Needs to spot out Henny. Looking to perch up Plant at the moment. Starts down the Plant. Flash doesn't exactly go as intended, but Exit will hunt him down nonetheless, taking a little bit of flack, but not too much. And all's well that ends well there for likes of MIBR. Shut out another round. Wonderful work. This is going to be the map pick of Fluxo, by the way. Fluxo picked into this one. MIBR giving themselves a good case as to, you know, an increased performance from yesterday. Next map up is going to be Dust 2 picked out by MIBR, and then we leave ourselves to an Ancient Decider if that's necessary. For a match as intense as this, right? We're talking about qualification on the line. A lot relying on, you know, this matchup. If you close this one out, you're good. You're qualified. You're in. To the Rio RMR that's coming up. But if you fail to close it out, you do have a chance. You have an opportunity here. There's still that third place decider if you all are unaware. It'll be versus the losers. Uh-oh, hold that thought, though. Phelps gets spammed down to the smoke. But it'll be versus the losers of the other semifinal matchup versus Pain and 0-0 Nation. So keep an eye out for that one as well, going on at the same time. Lux, though, in the meantime, great pickup right there on the lurk. Massive cut off of the rotations. And actually, if you notice, Turtle completely left on an island here. Alone on the B bomb site. Stuck between a rock and a hard place here. He's forced to fight himself out of the situation. He has no rotate, no help. While he will find a kill, he's got to be aware of the flank if it's possible. Lux is in their spawn right now. It's so incredibly awkward here for both sides. I guess less so for likes of Fluxo, though. Uh-oh. Oh my god, he almost killed his teammate there. Phillips down to 5 HP. I think MIBR are going to call this one a save. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, I do have a co-commentator. He should be joining. I don't know what exactly is wrong with his PC, but he's having issues. So we're going to go with a little more of a fun angle for this one. Nice pickup right there. Really wise on the angle management. Windows update taken true. Actually, Flux gonna find another kill. AWP in Henny's hands. Excited to see the big green. Held on to. That's very promising stuff. We'll see if it does come into fruition. At least they did hold on to that up. Woody going to be holding on to one of his same. And I will say, Woody yet to have a lot of impact. When it comes to this matchup, you definitely want to see him kind of shining. He knows his teammates' tendencies, and so I'm sure he's offering up some valuable information. If I'm not mistaken, he was at one time the IGL here for MIBR. So I imagine that he has some of the game plans, you know, set in stone in the mines. Hopefully Fluxo looking to abuse that fact here on Vertigo. So far, though, that hasn't been the case. Scary map to pick into MIBR as well with the introduction of Henny and with how well he's been playing in this qualifier. It's not going to be easy whatsoever. Look at this aggression, VSM. Oh my god, what a shot on the exit. Doesn't expect Turtle to be close by. How could you with that shot like that? You're really starting to heat up there. It does overheat towards the end, but the kill going forward. They're going to gather this A site control here. Turtle going to get smoked off from all angles. There's no access in. Great molly to buy time here coming through from Henny before the bomb gets planted. But still, 25 on the clock. Time is of essence. No counter utility anymore. They waited that out. Fluxo going to start to punch in those numbers. Actually non-committal here from Lux. But there you go. There's the commitment, and there's a safe bomb plant here on the 4-on-2. Now it might be, they have a tough decision ahead if they even want to retake here. Turtle is taking a lot of damage. Smoke goes out, but nice pickup right there from Cowsey. I think that might encourage Turtle to fall on off here, and we'll see if he can even hold on to his weapon. Wisely runs away. I think he could have greeted for that AWP, but that would have led him into certain death, so more valuable to hold on to that AK to go in. Still, Kit's caught off guard there. Phelps, again with a really wise angle. Going to drop out that last player. We'll see what the buy can be mustered up, though, for MIBR. It's going to be limited. I like the pause that they're calling in here, because we do see a little bit of a clawback coming through from Fluxo. They're making something of this T-half. So there's a little bit of potential here that things could go wrong in the tail end of this for MIBR, despite how convincing some of these gun rounds have looked. When does the real land start? Real land, I think is late October, if I'm not mistaken. The RMR that these players are qualifying for is going to be in 48 days, and Henny going to be sitting out this round. It seems at the start at the very least. He will be picked off, and now it looks like they're going to try and regress. It's a bit risky, though. You don't want to give up further advantages. So retaking this lost space is going to be difficult. No doubt about it. When that's going to be picked up from Jota. Grab that off his fallen comrade, and, well, actually, hold that thought. They're already in B, and CT spawn, but luckily enough, Jota going to find himself a kill there. Life preserving, but I don't know if it's round winning. That's the issue. They're getting mollied off. There's so much utility. They expended nearly none of it trying to take the site, but look at this, a flank going on. They've got coverage for spawn as well. They're ready for this. Burns are going to drop Phelps. This is becoming very awkward. Lux is caught in no man's land here. He'll drop, and now it's Lukowski and a 1-on-4. How did it come to this so quickly? There's kits and there's still smoke on top of the bomb here. Turtle going to start to stick it. He's the one with kit. Enough time, plenty of it. And somehow they're able to grab that round victory. I cannot believe that. I don't know how they pulled that round out of nowhere, but incredible work. I think Fluxo getting a little bit too comfortable in a round that they thought was guaranteed. Ooh, nice little bit of alarm bells being heard from Turtle there as he spots out a little bit of information with the HE landing, and look at the follow-up actually coming through from mid. The molly's right on top of Lux. A lot of damage being applied here in the early stages coming through from MIBR, but nice side hall spot coming through. What are you able to land? Wall bang actually. And he's still sticking around towards ramp, but gets caught with his nade out. Still not taken down though, and he's able to escape. Incredible stuff. He gets out alive here for now, but still it leaves lacking presence towards that A site. Because it's got full control towards middle. They need to start bolstering up that A site as soon as possible. The takes will be coming through soon, and as you can see, just rotated a third player over. That's that B anchor and Turtle joining forces on this site. Exit hot on the flank. They have all the information in the world. They know exactly what's going on, but maybe they don't have enough firepower, not enough resources anymore. They've been dwindled down so low, and a quick trade on the flank. They've spotted out the last player as well. 30 seconds left, and there's an argument to go towards that B side here. Henny starts to become aware of that fact. Potential. 20 seconds left on the clock. They're just going to start to make their moves in towards A. And he committed it in a fast rotation. We're starting to get punched in here. Henny hoping to catch him off guard, but Lux has his angle covered. Timing of essence here. He does get missed on, so they'll be able to stay afloat. Now needs to close out this 1v1. Henny bringing that experience to the table here for MIBR, but one more to find. VSM. So patient, though. Not giving over a single angle. And he hasn't tapped the bomb, so there's no reason for VSM to peek out, though. He does eventually do so, and he does nail the spray. Fantastic work for VSM to close out, and that breaks the economy here from MIBR. It gives them a convincing case here for a 7th round. Force by, of course, coming through. Close out the half here. Utility being thrown out towards side hall. All the likes. Jota taking a lot of damage here. He just falls into the death trap. Phelps was so ready. Flashbang was pristine. Looking for a little more extra credit on that. Seen this boost come through a lot for MIBR, and every time it's shown up, they've been mollied out of position. See if it's the same case this time. Not showing his head just yet, though. They are making a move in towards the site. And Flash is so perfect. They're forced to fall off the perch. Turtle does find a quick kill on the flank, though, at the very least. And Woody finds another, though. Brenton going to drop. Turtle trying to muster up a fast flank. They still have to deal with exit in the side hall. And look how patient. Look how tame FXvsm's clearing out this angle, making sure to check all the boxes here. 1-on-3 with Turtle's location known. And with no kit as well. It's a long rotation back into this round, so. Quick exit there for Turtle. A pretty solid half, all things considered. For Fluxo, who started off hot, but then quickly got responded. MIBR putting up a pretty convincing scoreline there. Some handshakes, but I will say MIBR's T side was very solid. They shut things down quite nicely in that second half just yesterday versus the Union. A bit more competition when it comes to Fluxo. I think they're bringing a little more firepower to the table than what the Union had to offer, but still. Seven's going to make for a very interesting half. We didn't get too much op action out of Penny, I'll be honest. She didn't get to wield that op too many rounds. And honestly, Woody was an influential factor, but he was also kind of back in the pack for the most part, and not very aggressive, not too far forward, so. We didn't get to see that kind of grudge match with Woody being an ex-MIBR player and Penny being his replacement. Surf on that. Did not know that. Very cool. A little bit of pressure. I say more so on MIBR's camp. Like I said, there's 3 qualifiers, and right now in this qualifier at least, I'm not sure about the other qualifiers, there's 3 qualification spots for the RMR that's going to be taking place here in about 7 weeks. When that takes place, we'll see 3 of these teams make it through. So the top 4 left are Fluxo, MIBR, Pain Gaming, and 00 Nation. That'll leave 3 of those 4 teams are guaranteed to make it into that RMR, right? So only one of these 4 teams isn't going to be making it, which is kind of surprising. Although not very surprising, because I kind of expected those 4 teams to make it through. After seeing what Pain Gaming were bringing to the table yesterday, I very much so loved what I was getting out of them. Zevi, he looked like a rock-solid pickup. That's for sure. So, it makes for a very exciting matchup, that's for sure. So, if Pain Gaming can keep their form up, I expect them to, I would say, maybe the weakest link. It could be this Fluxo team, just given that they're kind of new. I think quite highly of that 00 Nation roster now. They're looking pretty sharp. Pain Gaming, I think, is playing very well. We'll see them versus some of the tougher competition in their semifinal matchup. And then MIBR has always been a team on the rise. But if Fluxo keeps playing like this, even if they don't win this series, I think that they could very well make a case in another qualifier. That's for sure. If they don't close this one out. All that being said, we're back into the action here once again. Back to the pistol. See how this fares. Where MIBR? Everyone really heading in towards that A side. And they're going to be met by Phelps. Oh, what a quick headshot right there. That's going to immediately neuter some of that aggression coming through. And a lovely HE. That's going to be thrown right on top of the sandbags. Actually avoided from Hinny. He gets that smoke down as well. So that left side smoke allows for access for a bomb plant here. And they will start to make their way in towards site. There's no counter utility either coming through from the CT side. So all is well. They do throw a deep elevator smoke and maybe a flash to push off the back of that. Looking to aggress in towards the site. And they're jumping through smokes. But the flashes aren't blinding them up. And all the kills favoring the likes of Fluxo. Now, Delta gonna fall. Exit right around the corner and he will fall as well. Oh no, not the Go TV error. We might have to get a new Go TV. Which we can do pretty easily. It shouldn't be too much of a big deal. We had this problem shortly yesterday and it quickly resolved itself. So don't get too worried. And is it good? Okay. We might have to reach out to a lovely admin and get a new relay. So this is, I think, Match Medic? I don't know what's going on. Obviously, Match Medic here. I just asked for a new relay, but it seems like it's resolved itself. So, I guess that's solid. But probably gonna get this one Match Medic back into it quickly. Super exciting stuff for the RMR. I think every team in Brazil right now is really setting themselves up nicely with some of the changes. I think they've gotten... It's important that you get all of the shifts in the player break. I think a lot of the teams have been doing that quite nicely, right? Got Pain Gaming, who I thought were in a really, really solid form. With Nithon playing out of his mind. They picked up this new Opern Zevi. He was very exciting, very flashy to watch yesterday. Guy had like 200 ADR in 10 rounds. So, I mean, if that tells you anything, he's incredibly effective. But yeah, I think a lot of these Brazilian teams have set themselves up for success heading into the Rio Major. Probably one of the more important events for a lot of these teams, so super exciting. It is that Phelps, yes. And it is that Woody. Woody used to play on MIBR. So it's a bit of a grudge match for these guys. If they put the right players together, BR could be so much better. They're getting there, I think. They're making positive changes. 0-0 Nation, I think, made a positive change with their new roster. Just got to get Try back into his tip-top form. And that roster actually has potential to be a playoff team, I think, in maybe a year or so. Maybe less than that if they keep it up. If Try, levels up to his old ways in 9Z. Yeah, I'm happy to see this move with Hinny. Hinny on MIBR now, I think, can level them up. This is something I was talking about the other day with Maui Snake, who's a big Hinny fan. Loves to see him play. I think that on this team, I think he could be a lot more motivated. I know that MIBR have a very good structure going on with them. They have been pretty incredible. I've done not necessarily interviews, but I've heard from some media that they've got like strategic coaches and things like that definitely help out. But here we go. Match medic going on. Guys, we should be going back to the scoreline of 8-8. And it might not change initially, but after this round, it should change. Yeah. You can see at the bottom of your screen in the text chat, Made of Brazil 8, Fluxo 8. So that's the real score. And we'll get back to the round after the pistol getting replayed. I just needed a quick match medic. And we're good to go. So off that bomb plant, we do get a force buy. Turtle rocking with the ump. Surprised to see that weapon in play. Unfortunately, yes, I do remember that. Thank God for Matchmatic, because we're back into the action here quickly. Turtle kind of contested on that ump. I don't even think he got to shoot a bullet right there before getting bested. He gets taken down here early, and now you got yourself into a 4-on-5, a little man advantage. They're rotating off the map here pretty quickly, making some decisions over on the Fluxo camp. I believe Bjarzen, I don't know how to pronounce his name, like the official name, but he replaced Woody. Cello also left the roster, so those were the two changes that allowed for Burnson and Turtle, or rather, Penny to join. Look at this, though. Fluxo pretty systematically keeping them out of position here, not allowing for any sort of access of the site. This is very clean stuff. There you go. Actually, a trade does get delivered. Harrison. Gonna find that response there. Pretty solid fashion as well. Looking for a little bit extra towards that A side, just to draw out extra attention. They're gonna walk back in towards B. VSM, the Lone Ranger on this site. We'll see what he can do on the offer up with the coverage here. He's got players flashing in, but no one's checking his angles here. He's found one. He's waiting for flashes, assistance from his teammates. It does come through. He does get traded, but for the most part, all is well. Exit going to find a couple of kills, but there's just not enough time to win this round. They're just going to stay alive. Woody. Uh-oh, he does commit. A little bit scary. Hunting him down as a timer has expired, and Exit got to stay alive. He does so. Very critical. Nice little nade lineup coming through. For the most part, this should be a pretty easy mop-up. Exit the only one really offering up a little bit of teeth to this purchase, but he does strike with a nice kill. And a quick trade does come through from Turtle as well. Making a convincing case for more than I thought for this round, but all said and done as dust settles. An equalizer from Woody, and you don't really think that they can get back into this one. Oh my god, though, Henny nails the shot here. An opener, and spotting out that second player as well, making this very, very dicey here. Long range with the Galil. That aim punch could get the better of him, and Noah just barely holding on. The round did count. It was just match medicked, so it looked like it didn't count. Robot. Surely they don't win a full eco. 2v2 with one player extremely low. They got that advantage in the no armor. Jota getting flashed off the line. Nice headshot delivering. Retake here from VSM. 1-on-2 here for Henny. Smoke on top of the bomb is going to help out quite a bit. And VSM, all he needs to do is mop up that kill. He does find it as well. Great pickup from him. And he'll toss that slight upgrade there. Straight on over to Luke Cowsey. AK's being brought in off that bomb plant, though. MIBR have given themselves a great buy and a great opportunity to start punching back here in this D half. Flashbang is good. Counter flashes quite hit Turtle. He's going to find the opener. He knows that B bomb site and he knows it well, so doing quite a bit of damage in the opening stages. So I will say Lux has found a response back relatively quickly here, and the HE and utility damage coming through for Fluxo has been a swift response to a struggling start. This boost is going to be quickly spotted out from Lukowski. He will find a kill as well, and how that man advantage that was once in MIBR's favor is now slipped through the cracks, slipped through their fingers. No longer the case anymore. Now they have to pick up the pieces. Pick up the scraps. And they're going to try it on that B-bomb site here. Not a lot of coverage. Just a couple players and a boost coming through. They're going to be head-to-head. Yota being sent on up and says hello, Lukowski. Quickly caught off guard here and waiting for a couple bits of utility from his teammate. Actually going to jump back down. Set up utility as well. Left and right smokes on the generator coming on through, as well as a back default molly from exit. Look at this. Actually, you're going to see something interesting. Phelps boosted above the smoke on top of what he said. Massive gap and continuous spray. Woody narrowly walking away, but taking heavy fire. And a late rotate coming through, pushing the smoke. It's Yota who will find the kill and leaves it all in the back of Lux. In a 1-on-2. Can he pick it up? Two players right around the corner here to deal with. One on default, one playing in that back white position. Potential here. Isolated the fights, but Exit's going to close things down. And fantastic shutdown on the defense there for MIBR. Able to deal with the post play sim with how well they were able to work that eco round. You can see that a lot of pressure applied on the economy. Not the best of situations here for Fluxo. They can make it work. We've got the A1S pushed up close in towards side hall. Phelps looking to escape here. Narrowly avoiding the spam. I don't know how on earth he's still alive. So many players around that corner spamming them down. But for now, everyone's still standing in the 5-on-5. That was when MIBR start to begin their slow crawl towards the B-bomb site. If they do their due diligence here, if they start to clear out these angles, and they'll quickly realize that there's a lacking presence here in a hefty stack. Towards that A side. Lux just spotted one on the jump. Gonna assemble a one-way smoke. All they need to do is wait for Turtle to start pushing in towards B. If he ever does start to pull the pin on this, he'll start to realize how open, how free this site is. Instead, they're going to continue their endeavors here. At least Henny is, causing a lot of team damage there. And now they're starting to make their move back away from that A site. Wisely so. How patient is Henny? He's going to start to make his move towards B as well. So no one's really watching this flank. They've got a lurk and exit covering towards mid, but if they get into this 5-on-5 post plant situation with the limitations on the buy, lack of kit, and no utility, I really don't think that Fluxo having too much of a chance, and I don't really think it's a bad idea just to call in a 5v5 save. He might get all 10 alive. A perfect round of Counter-Strike. Is this a perfect round? I don't know. Either way, no one's going to go down. Everyone's shaking hands here. Fluxo, love the call. Don't mind this one bit. Gives him another chance here with the force buy to try again in the next round. Looking to do some damage here. Up Up next. And this time, they're going to go back to the basics here. More even spread of that defense. Not going for a gamble stack in this occasion. So, nice little set of utility here. It's spam down to 4 HP for Henny. He's taken down very low early on in the round here. Molly goes deep as well, so Yo starting to push up the side hall. Might have thought it was safer than it was. At the very least, post-mortem, he's going to find the kill to Phelps. So some promise early on in the round. A 1-for-1 trade that you'll kind of take if you're the T side. Now with that being said, they do have some forward positioning towards that B side that will give them a lot of information, but they're very committed to this position. And for now, you're seeing MIBR start to systematically take that map control. They do have one lurking about towards B, but they're going to start to realize how open and free the site is. Both B players remaining are in T-stairs area that they got to be careful, cautious about clearing. They will catch off one. Flux does get spotted out and spammed down through the pillar. Not as safe as it looks, but still, FXvsm not committed. He's gonna kind of realize that there's no need to fight for this. They can kind of play their own sort of defensive setup here, like they were the CTs and Fluxo the ones that have to push into them, but instead, at the end of the day, it's going to be another save called in here from the trio of Lux, Lukowski, and Woody. Again, don't mind this read. Important to start to bolster up that CT economy, and that can really be a reality as long as you're able to hold on to those guns. Vertigo? Is that anywhere closer? I know Maui Snake pronounced it right the other day, and I was like, that is very impressive. And I definitely would like to work on it a little bit. Vertigo? Vertigo? It's an interesting smoke. Deep in towards B? I actually want to see what they're going to react off of that. Seems like Turtle just say BRN. I could do that. For sure. Bit aggression coming on through here. Nice pickup from VSM. He's completely left that B side vacant, but for good reason. With a lot of coverage towards that mid side. They've got to recover bomb inside of the smoke now. Their B players have made some deep strides towards CT spawn even. Making things interesting. Henny has the flank as well. Covering in a crucial bit of map control here. Woody doesn't want to re-peek. Doesn't want to re-aggress here. Bomb just now being retrieved. I'm not sure what exactly MIBR's avenue back into this round is going to be. Lux has mollied off mid-control with 40 seconds left on the clock. They've got to make a move on, but so many of the crucial bits of map control are cut off. And with Lux finding that kill, that should be the round easily converted. It is. Op is going to be brought out here from Henny, though. We're bringing out the AWP, which is very solid. Nice little molly thrown out there from Turtle. It's going to keep those aggressive CTs at bay. It goes out as well. Turtle's sitting inside of it. Oh, that's a bit unfortunate. They're trying to assemble the boost, but they're making a whole lot of noise. FXvsm is so ready for that, and Phelps as well. Gonna find another kill. A lot of damage done. BRN. And they are going to have to commit towards this B bomb site. No other options left here. MIBR thwarted in the early stage of this round. It does look like they're interested in rerouting. In this 5-on-3, you're actually seeing Woody aggress inside of the ladder room. This is extremely aggressive. MIBR have already made the call. Look at this. They're sitting inside spawn. So there's no doubt that this is a save. Woody's going to call B clear soon. Henny, the only player so far really struggling to lift off. Exit's having a hell of a game right now in 20 and 12. But I think the Fluxo kind of realized what exactly is going on here. Woody's just cleared pretty much everything in this map. He's cleared out A ramp, he's cleared out B ramp, and he's cleared out mid. That leaves him with only one option left. Lux learned that the hard way, didn't he? Figured out they were saving by walking right into the crosshairs of Exit, who continues to be a heavy force here on Vertigo. It looks like Fluxo gonna really make a convincing case. Again, winner of this best of 3 will automatically qualify for that RMR. Doesn't qualify them for the major. They still have a fight left to go to make it, but it'll get them to that America's qualifier where they have a chance to make the major. They're in Rio. Taking place here soon. Jota gonna go down here early. He's always going for those side haul antics, and this occasion not going to lift off in this round. 4-on-5 here, once again familiar territory for likes of MIBR. Struggling to find those opening picks. Turtle's been entrusted with a flashbang here. They're hoping they can catch FXvsm off guard, but he's been pretty lights out on this anchor roll. He hasn't been struggling too much. Getting a reload out. Molly's really well placed as well. That's going to cut off these players, and they're just running into the brick wall of FXvsm. B is off limits. No access. It's denied. Exit. And Henny look to pick up the pieces here. Exit playing quite well. He has an AK in hand, but the Shadow's been spotted. FXvsm shut down. Look where this reposition's taking place. Look, Gauzy in the back sights. Looking to show face. There's a flank all the while here. And he got to find a kill and Exit. They both strike in unison. Now one around the corner. Lux has been spotted out, and Exit's playing with his food here. He does go wide. Eventually will drop to him. And Lux only has to take one shot on Henny. Flanker coming through. Henny, does he ever realize it, though? That's the issue. Phelps not showing face just yet. 15 seconds left on the clock. Time of essence here. The bomb retrieved. He has to plant. Oh, and he's just been spotted here. HE's got to finish the job. Oh, the headshot does it instead. That'll do. Out of the round shut down from Fluxo. Looked like they were almost going to pull off that incredible clutch, but not meant to be at the end of the day. Stack over towards that A side. A bit of a force here. It's disjointed, though. As you can see, Henny has gone for a full investment, but the rest of the team aren't as interested. And Jota gonna once again fall in the opening stages of this round. He's been so incredibly hungry for some of these opening picks, but they've just not gone his way. At least BRN is gonna find a trade back, but the contingency, the plan set up, it's good. Helps as a reply, but short-lived. Turtle on the push is good for a kill on Henny. Swings out wide with the Galil there, showing that it was for good reason that he invested into it. Turtle able to take that time to push it towards the site, so MIBR right back in the swing of things. They're keeping them off of that 14 scoreline. It is the old Phelps, yes. Yeah, the Phelps that was just playing for Godsent. Now playing out with Fluxo. Woody previously of MIBR as well. Back into it once again after the timeout. Short-lived. A lot of pressure lying on this round, right? You take a look at this economy here for Fluxo, and the money not in the best of positions, I'll be honest. So with that being said, MIBR, they're not looking just get shut down here in this round. They want to close this one out. If they can do that, then they can make a good case to get back in the lead in this matchup. What an opening pick. You're in, gonna find one. And finally, Jota gonna open things up towards that side hall position. A play that he's been attempting non-stop. He's gonna get volley off as well and finds himself a second. Fantastic work coming through from Jota. FXvsm here now on the prowl, but Turtle, he just realizes a little too late, but still, I don't think that's going to change the end result of this round. Lukowski probably going to make a move for that AK, and Stave's going to be called in here shortly. Jota, he's been trying that side haul aggression every single round. He's been thwarted quite a bit, but that persistence finally paying off in a big way for a double kill from him, even on low HP. And another kill from Exit on this lurk is going to drop some further damage on the economy. See if Lukowski can even hold on to this. Tough ask. And he spotted out, and he will collect. Tied up at 13s, and now MIBR have a prime opportunity to swing that lead back in their favor on Fluxo's map pick. Look at all the HEs that are purchased up as well. So many being brought in. Like this flash coming through is not going to be necessary. Mid aggression. Name of the game here. A lot of different angles. Exit. He has to play. Awkward position, but he's just fine. He's going to collect himself those sweet, sweet eeks, and that's going to be MIBR taking that lead. We got Fi and Ferme in here as well. Hello, hello. Exit. Could grab himself an ace. One more to go. Doesn't grab it though. Lux just nails the headshot. Feeling the pressure though is Fluxo. They definitely have to be feeling it now. No AWP present. Flash is really well placed. Jota setting up Turtle for success right there. That's a deadly duo. HE lands right on the money for Lux. It looks like they're finally going to come out the better end of this exchange. Early openings have been kind of a rare spotting for this MIBR roster. In the early stages of rounds, they've been able to do some damage as well through the smoke. So great work being done so far. Their spot as well. Phelps getting spammed off the angle. He's going to have a hard time getting back into this round here, at least in terms of defending off that A side. He gets traded out quickly. Jota the unfortunate one to fall, but a trade that I'm sure he'll be happy with. Lux is on low HP as well, so things don't really look to be lining up any better for them for the long run. They're just going to make their move in towards B. Could be a bit of an issue, though. This is not the ideal sight. Two players standing in defense, and Woody strikes quickly, but Henny gets his revenge. Placement going to take down the former teammate here, and now they're pushing towards the site. They know someone's in the back lane, so, and all they have to do is take him down, exit to close, and that's going to be map point for MIBR. Some lights out work being done right there, coming through from MIBR to really recover a game that could have felt lost at one point. Now they're holding on. A lot of utility striking towards that sandbag's position. Some spam going down as well through the smoke, as we so often see as a Vertigo classic, but not too much damage taken on either side. Turtle gonna eat an HE. That's really well placed, and Phelps down low as well. Two caveats of this round. MIBR playing it patient. I think they have a good idea as to what exactly Fluxo are bringing to the table in this round. They just don't have that much utility to be expending, so they want to just bait as much out of the util belts as possible. Phelps going to be peeking in, but this is a known one way, so once you see it, you gotta spam it. They're hoping to catch Phelps doing exactly that. Some more fancy smokes being thrown out. Another one way to be tossed in. Lucozy. Look at this. He's playing off the one way. Oh, but Henny was ready for it. What a pickup. And now they hope to move in. They hope to strike towards the site. And there you go. Lux does answer back on low HP. He's going to get taken down eventually. He tries to hold his own. It leaves Lucozy close by with his teammate and Woody. So a couple high HP bars, though. UMP and a Deagle save the day here, hoping for some desperation in the spam, but no luck in collecting. Still have to deal with side haul. Eventually, you're going to see Lucozy peek out. He can't connect, though, and P9's going to mop up too, and now it leaves Henny. A new addition here in a 1v2. He has the superior weaponry. He lands a quick scope. One more around the corner. Can't hit the flick, though. And VSM keeps things alive with a big clutch right there. Able to narrowly best Henny, but just barely. Could get some overtime out of our first map. An exciting prospect. No doubt with how competitive these two teams have been so far. Very, very exciting stuff. All that being said, a lot more presence early on towards the B side here. Henny taking some flak towards A. And VSM going to start to be tested here towards B side as well. Nothing too crazy taking place here in the early stages. No one wants to make a mistake at this point, right? It's all on the line. You lose this, you do drop your map pick of your Fluxo, and if you win it, you have a pathway of avoiding some rough territory and trying to deal with overtime. If you're in MIBR, you just want to close this one out quick and easy. Call it a day. In this map, nice little one-way smoke thrown out from Yota. We'll see how it goes with them. It doesn't. VSM just playing perfectly off the gap. And look at this B-side defense that they've got going on. VSM been entrusted with the AWP. Flashes are not going to blind up Lucozy. There's no trouble mopping up a kill. 3 on 5, and it looks like MIBR somewhat running out of gas here. Losing so many of their players at the moment. Looking for a couple gimmicks here. Maybe this boost can offer up something. VSM does have an idea. Utility thrown on in, though. He will stick out wide to collect. Finds himself another VSM to shut things down. Likely to secure themselves overtime, and Fluxo punching right back. Yeah, that was a great angle to watch, right? Because when you see that one-way smoke, I feel like it very well could be for the boost rather than that far right angle. So VSM kind of either he did his research, maybe that's something that Woody knew from his previous experience in this team. Either way, overtime is an exciting prospect. It gives me time to hop over into cameras and do not that. That's a mistake. A little bit of this action. Line things up. Make it look pretty. There we are. So right now we're just waiting on everyone to ready up. But so far, very, very entertaining start to this game. Overtime required. About as good as it gets, right? Looking forward to seeing more of the series. It was so back and forth. So the fact that we get to see some extra innings in this is very exciting. And we get to see, you know, more op action as well, right? We didn't get to see Henny on the op too much. It seemed like his money never really allowed it. So now we're going to get to see that. I think it's going to be, so if I'm not mistaken, I think it's going to be that 12,500. Or 12.5k overtimes. Just because it's the RMR rules, right? So that's probably what we're going to get out of this. We're going to get to see the AWPs come out more so. Waiting on a couple more to ready up, and then we'll be right back into the action once again. But, yeah. Like I said, winner of this, instant qualifications for the RMR coming up in 48 days. Loser gets a chance in third place here, but we're back into it once again. Quick and easy on that. No long breaks. I wasn't sure how long that was going to be, but they made it easy for us, so thank you very much. Getting all these footsteps, though. Oh my god. The smoke comes so delayed right there. Jota taking some heavy damage. Look at this, though. MIBR taking even more. Utility never stops coming through from Fluxo, and I thought that they were going to come out the better end of that. Actually, they actually do hold on to a big HP lead off the back of that. The smoke came in so late, but still. Looking pretty good. Still, they're not conceding this ramp control. Phelps looking to play off this lovely little one-way he's just created, and nicely done. He's going to pluck out Jota, who's been so low on HP at the very least, so Exit's going to punish some of the mid-aggression. Oh, and he finds himself a second. That's a disgusting double kill from him. Dealing with two big kills right there in the round. He's going to take a lot of space off the back of that as well. Look at this. He's pushed in towards middle. He's got the cutoff of rotations. It leaves VSM with all the pressure on his shoulders. Exit does fall, though. Flank being covered. Phelps, he's being watched, and Henny nails a blinder. Spotting out the flank. BRN diving on top of the double stack, though, needs to find himself a kill. Spotting out some shoulders. Woody sticking out. He's extending, but still not found him. Eventually will collect, spamming through the smoke on a VSM. Knew he was playing cheeky. And Woody's been spotted in the back of Generator. And he offering up coverage and nails the flick. That's what he's going to bring to the table every day of the week. And MIBR, they recover a big round right there. Thanks to Exit and thanks to Henny. Yeah, that's a great point. Z-Sod. It's actually a thing on Overpass as well. If you get next to the top of Connector, you can hear the footsteps of people dropping in towards bottom con. There's places all over the map that you can do that. Pretty cool. It's always fun to watch. But a nice pickup right there. Phelps wielding the AWP. It's actually not even Woody. In most of these rounds, I believe Lucosi had it in the last, maybe because of his low HP. But in this occasion, Phelps is going to kick off proceedings quite nicely with a lovely opening pick. This little side haul molly thrown in. Oh, that spam's incredible. Phelps taking so much damage, it's buying time. We're hoping to peek off the back of that. Still spamming out. They still have a player in sandbags. Meanwhile, aggression coming through. Phelps is going to double down on what he strikes in the meantime. Does get traded by likes of Henny, and you got this dynamic duo, this deadly duo of Exit and Henny left into the clutch. 2 on 4. These are the players you want late stage. You got your Opera and you got your Star Rifler. Molly, well placed here to force the player off of that headshot box. Actually hold that thought. He's comfortable. He's cozy. No pressure to fall off that. Exit trying to pull things back into his favor. Going out wide. And Phelps is going to find himself a 3-piece. He's swinging with the USB. His teammate has his back, though. That's 1 op and 2. They're going for the double op here to try and end off the half. Timeout gets called, though. There's just a little moment to breathe as the back and forth continues between these two teams. Non-stop. Either one of them consistently being able to find the winning formula, it seems. Patient from both camps. I think last round they took too much flack in the early stage. They didn't really want to commit to the same play. This time they're trying to slow things down a little bit. In the meantime, though, Exit, he gets pushed on. I think Lux heard the sound cue of that glass being broken and decided to push off the back of that. He was so ready for that position. Henny is going to catch the likes of Lucosi, though. It's a great pickup right there. They still have a player close and tucked in. And with him spotting absolutely nothing, it's definitely going to bolster up this B side. You can see he's going to call ramp clear. He could even activate on a flank here very quickly. So now you not only have VSM tucked in close, but you also have Lux standing behind him. Utility thrown on in. And it's going to be VSM needing to do a lot of the heavy lifting here. He does mow down 2, looking for a 30. Does so much damage. Jota going to find 2 on response on the rebound here, but Phelps on the flank, and Woody up close with the AWP. A lot of noise being made, and Jota looking to isolate this duel. But wisely, Woody's got his pistol out. Will collect. He's going to shut things down for the first round. Or rather, the closing round of the first half. We'll see if MIBR can make a convincing case here for their defense. Again, you get that 12.5k. So you're going to be sitting pretty in the money department. Or rather, 10k. My apologies. So still, it's going to apply a little bit of pressure. And in fact, Henny's not even going to go in for the AWP. That's a bit interesting, but it could be that economic factor playing a part. Either way, I don't know how much I like that, right? Henny could be such an influential factor with that AWP, especially in the early exchanges. Might just not be feeling it right now, or might just not feel it on Vertigo. I don't know. Either way, barrage of utility being thrown out here towards ramp. A lot of early defaulting here as well. No need to commit at the moment if you're Fluxo, but you can kind of see where they're leaning. No one really positioned in towards B. You have this one player lurking outside of middle. So it does give you a pretty decent idea. Phelps, though, looking to be that first point of contact here. On top of the sandbags, he's getting a wild amount of information here. But Henny, oh, a big angle advantage. Phelps peeking around that corner had a decent little advantage on that beacon. Just owns Henny. No help either. And now Phelps peeking in towards side hall. Not only finds one, but doubles down. The only player so far to show face, and he finds 2 kills on the inbound. Phelps doing a lot of damage there, and what he collects on the side hall re-aggression. Joda gonna drop, and now map point could be taken back in overtime from Fluxo. Turtle and Exit left to save the day. Exit's already made his way in towards that A bomb site. So is the bomb, though. Number's gonna be punched in shortly, and there's no deterrence utility. Flash through the smoke, coverage offered up from Woody, and a 1-on-3 required for Exit. Can he get the job done? Hoping for smoke spam. He's a good player, but he just can't get it. Not in time, at least. Fluxo, they grab map point first. Very disjointed on that A side defense as well. I mean, you could kind of see it. A great job of Fluxo and just isolating some of those fights. All things considered, they're able to pick off Henny. Just completely committed in no man's land, and there's no coverage for Henny as well. Right, so when he goes down, there's no trade potential, there's nothing like that. Some critical errors here in the all-important round coming here and now for MIBR. There's no opportunity for mistakes. Spam open to be connected there from Henny, playing off the gap in that smoke. Doesn't spotting out just yet. Exit just set up Turtle. Turtle's feeling a little frisky, looking for some action on B. Totally thrown out as well towards ramp, and this is much more cohesive. I love to see this. 3 players aiming down towards ramp, ready to take on each other, ready to help out each other for the most part, and that's exactly what they're doing right now. Great slight adaptation from MIBR, committed as a unit. Jota getting pressured, he does connect, but oh, narrowly avoiding the flames. And Turtle holds steady off the flash of Exit that we saw get dropped to him early on. He's going to find a kill. What he needs to land some fancy flicks. And peeking out wide here is Exit in the back of sight. No smoke, and he will get bested by Woody. With the AWP, one more lies around the corner, but he's dived through the smoke. And there's going to be a lurking around the back of Lux's mind. Blanks being heard, though, and things can become a little bit awkward. Turtle finally finds a trade, but it puts Woody in a 1-on-2 versus his former teammates, and he can't finish the job, at least not yet. Potential for another overtime. Quite exciting. See if they can hold on to it. One round, one opportunity here to close for Fluxo. Last one slipped through their finger tips, but now they have another chance. Can they take it? They've already made their way up the ramp side. This is slight improvement. No one's been able to take them down just yet. BRN looking to play off of this one-way smoke. Has an opportunity to catch them off guard, but they are playing on a knife's edge right now. BRN doesn't realize there's 2 players right below him, and he's going to line up a couple. Henny doing a lot of damage in the spam, and Phelps looking to throw a wrench in their system. Another kill. Henny deleting this A-side aggression and giving them a brilliant path into a second overtime. MIBR hungry to stay in this one. They don't want to give over Vertigo just yet. Not at least right now. Mid-aggression coming through. BRN going to line up 1, not 2. But still, it keeps that man advantage healthy in their favor. They split up 1 towards mid, 1 towards A as well. So the opportunities here to unify are going to be extremely slim. Woody going to push up in towards the B, or A side, I should say. But just play your side haul. 30 seconds left. Henny on the flank. A lot of it comes down to this fight. If you can VSM best them, no. A1S is just a laser beam down that ramp, and Woody with 20 seconds. I don't think there's even an opportunity to really win this one. He's been spotted out. He's been traded out. That's 18s. Even more required for these 2 teams. Oh boy. Caster sounds like Tarek. I've heard that quite a bit. I appreciate that. I take that as a compliment. Thank you, thank you. That's hilarious. I don't like. I guess I would have to like do a side by side, but one time I tuned into Tarek's stream and I heard Sabrosa talk and I was like, no way Sully is casting with, or like hanging out in a channel with Tarek. I thought that they were the same person. Sabrosa sounds so much like Sully. Back to it though once again. Important stuff going on here, and I don't even know what round it is. Can't tell. VSM gonna find an opener though. Big one onto exit as well. Nice pick off. Takes some heavy fire, but also takes down one of the heavier hitters here for MIBR in the overtimes. What does BRN see? All he needs to do is pop some shots off there. He would have been right back into an equalizer. I don't know if he got a glimpse of him through that smoke. And he's still very committed to this jiggle. This little dance towards the ramp side that we so often see. Bogstan Law continuing here. Turtle going to be on the flank. He could activate early, but he's being covered. VSM playing a patient game. He does stick out a little too wide, but he's keeping them at bay. In the meantime, though, they're walking into the meat grinder here on the A ramp side. Lukosi going to find a response here, but again, VSM was one of those low HP. Now right on the side hall here, we'll get bested. MIBR able to once again hold down ramp control. Definitely been way more unified. We saw that one round that they did struggle to close out, and it was very isolated. Phelps was able to pick them apart. They've since then bounced back so well with a way more unified defensive setup towards that A side. It's really good to see MIBR making those mid-round adaptations. Smoke being thrown out towards ramp here once again. And again, they're trying to fight for this control as a unified effort here. In the meantime, though, Fluxo looking to capitalize towards middle. Oh, that's a perfect HE. Right on the money there. Some more chip damage being done. And Fluxo walking into a little bit of a stalemate everywhere they go, but they're just getting chipped every time they attempt map control. Not a fun way to go about a very crucial round here. They're going to try to look back towards B, but if you take a look at Turtle's utility, what a perfect smoke. Absolutely perfect right there. Turtle going to buy another couple 20 seconds there and even have exit in the back lanes of that B bomb site to offer up support. Has a molly that's just been thrown out at 25 seconds left. Fluxo, they're running into familiar problems here at the very beginning of the game. This was the same issue, and now they're doing it again. 20 seconds left, and there's so much presence here. They've lost their mid lurk as well. What a big pickup from BRN. Everyone rotating in towards A. They're going to be so well prepped for this. There's no way all 5 members of MIBR standing tall on the bomb site, and everyone goes down within an instant. As 20 now gets the mark here for MIBR. Also, 22 to close out second overtime. Same as my age. I'm 22 years old. For all you wondering in chat. 22. Not 18. I do love you though, new bitch. Love you. Back to it though once again here. 22 to win. The aggression up ramp. Once again taking place. And again, I gotta give it to him. Very cohesive. Smoke spam though. Oh, and BRN sticking around a little too long. Will get taken down. And again, now they are isolating themselves. Jota playing around Sandbag's position. He wants to take the fight here. A lot of low HP bars. He's gonna find one. Another headshot comes through from Henny, and they're all collapsing. Really well timed from the duo right there. Jota getting a smoke down just in time as well. The molly not going to do any damage. Actually, doesn't even land his way. He tries to get on top of the sandbags, but no luck. They'll get taken down. It puts things into a 2v3. It's workable, though. Turtle and Exit both unified on this A side. Meanwhile, though, you can see in the map here the rotations taking place. FXvsm leaving, evacuating, and heading in towards B. This is a brilliant read coming through from Fluxo. They're going to walk in free of charge. Couple bits of utility here, a couple flashbangs thrown out early. On top of the double stack, Lukazi spots a couple. And running in, Turtle. He was hoping to cause enough chaos here, but really just leaves his teammate in a 1-on-3. Exit is the man you want in this position, though. Barrel spotted, not quite. Does spot out FXvsm, but there's so much presence here. Everyone has a different angle. Everyone's got coverage. How does he isolate these fights? It's going to be extremely difficult. Turning his attention every which way. Spotted out on the jiggle. FXvsm knows that he needs to be the early death, and he does fall quick. Now playing around the generator, he finds another. Lukazi going to peek on the left side, though, and will trade. Not in time. Exit almost pulls off the impossible, but not enough. What a nice attempt, though, from Exit. Fantastic work. I'm so excited for this game because, again, it's a lot on the line, right? It doesn't get any more pressure than a qualification. For the major armor, I guess. And so you can kind of see it in the server. Sometimes there's a couple mistakes, a couple players peeking slightly early. All that is definitely going to really boil up in towards this matchup, and we're kind of getting that a little bit. But it's still, it's very entertaining. These two teams just cannot be separated right now. Yeah, it just, whoever's going to win this probably needs to get 3 CT rounds. It could be Fluxo in this half, but if MIBR can just close out 2 T rounds, then they'll be golden. But I definitely agree, right? It's going to be that flawless CT sweep that could be required to finish the job. take us into map 2. We'll get right back into things here. Risky double op. I mean, this is Fluxo kind of putting all their eggs into this basket here. They've got to win this round, otherwise they'll kind of be limited on money. So we'll see how this pairs out for them. Only one kit purchased into as well, so you can see the 10k overtime costs kind of causing some extra pressure here. Turtle with a lovely pickup, but Lukowski is available for the trade there. So a 1-for-1, not the end of the world. It's still workable, but it does give those T's a slight advantage here. This is potentially going to force some re-aggression here. It's going to create some sort of weakness in the defense, and now MIBR, their patience can pay off way more so than if it was just a 5v5. Look at this exit. This chest match that we've seen exit play versus a couple of different mid players, right? He's gotten aggressed upon when he threw that molly. This time he's going to be prepped for it. He's looking to just deliver a little bit of spam after he throws it. And one thing that's for sure is that Fluxo do like to leave their B presence limited in the mid round. They're very comfortable gambling, you know, a lack of B presence here in the mid round and committing more so towards that A side and mid. And that's exactly what they're doing now. In the mid round, though, you can see Jota not capitalizing off of that, and they're starting to bolster back up towards that B side. I don't even know where Bomb is heading at the moment either. It's out towards middle. 25 on the clock. This definitely means that they have to split in towards B. And Fluxo are well prepped for this. Spawning out a player in elevator here. They've got coverage. Woody holding with the op. Not going to allow for that passage. Bomb now dropped, and that's going to be information confirmed. Woody shutting down his previous teammates here. Lukowski to finish the job. Fluxo eye things right back up, and that double op proves to be worthy. Furia are already qualified for the Americas RMR based on previous major performance, and I believe that is actually same case for Liquid and Imperial. So you won't be seeing them in these open qualifiers because they're already qualified. Oh, and Phelps. Gonna find another opening pick right there. Turtle collecting the head of VSM. Once again down early in this round. And by the narrowest of margins. I don't even know what Turtle saw. Jota again playing around the smoke as we've so often seen in regulation. Is gonna find a response there. Spotting out Phelps towards side hall as well. And he swings that advantage back into the T's favor. That's a big pickup right there. Hey, they might be already in Brazil, but they might not be in Rio. Fun fact. This re-aggression, though. Woody, he has to be so extremely cautious. There's two players inside hall, and Woody might have gotten a massive bit of misinformation. You can see. He thinks that the A ramp side was completely clear. He's completely misinformed, though he just barely missed those two players standing on ramp. And notice, and MIBR are going to capitalize off of the back of that perfectly. They're going to make their move up in towards that A side, free of charge. No opposition. No one to force them off, other than a little bit of utility. Multi does get extinguished by the smoke, though. That's a bit unfortunate for Fluxo. HE misses as well. Desperation here from Woody trying to stop the plant, but no luck. And in fact, it's Phelps to get spammed down to the smoke. This round worthy of a shot, though. You can see that there's plenty of money to go around. Next round is the last of the overtime. So you might as well try this round. A full set of utility on Lukowski. The smoke recycled in towards heaven. This leaves him with a rough position, but Woody finds a big kill. 4 players on the site tucked in, looking to play the trade game there, but not even required. Jota just gonna delete him. And now if you're Lukowski, you can just kind of fall on off, right? You don't need to commit to this. AK is worthy of having. Dojanade. No luck, though. Too much high HP bars here on MIBR. And there's the 21st. Big round if you are the likes of MIBR. That secures himself triple overtime. weight off MIBR's shoulders as they take that third opportunity to close out this map. They had 2 chances in regulation. Now they have another one in overtime here. See if they have it. If they can end things early here. The battle of ramp control. This time going to be one out from the CTs as Lux is able to beat out Jota, who's been a pain in their side so many rounds prior. Woody with the AWP ready to hold off as well. They're really starting to solidify their A defense. Phelps pushed down the ramp side as coverage from atop of ramp as well. Looking for a little bit of spam here. And he's got to be extremely cautious how he plays this one. FXvsm tasked with that B defense at the moment here. He's pretty safe and sound for now. Spam is going through the smoke. He nearly finishes the job, but just in time, Turtle's going to nail it. A perfect shot right on the head of VSM. And now what's the move? They might look to double back in towards the A side here where Henny's just dropped one. They might think it's safer than it is, though. Playing Overwatch is Lux. Towards that ramp side. And they are going to head his way. BRN very, very low on HP. And he gets spotted. He gets spotted through the yellow wall. He's going to get taken down. 15 on the clock here. HG's going to drop to Luca. He's going to find so much impact. In the meantime, though, there's no time to make it back, is there? I guess it's going to try, but 7 seconds, 5. I just don't know if he has it. Turtle going to try and make the rotation in, but this is double, triple overtime. Guaranteed, folks. We play on. Another one. Unbelievable. With that being said, I gotta go fill up my water, guys. I'll be right back. Guys, make sure you stay tuned, because we got more action taking place. And we're back. Should be getting into the action here once again pretty shortly. Oh boy, man. This game. It just keeps on delivering, doesn't it? Very exciting stuff. Like I've been saying, it might just require a flawless CT sweep if we do want to actually get a closer to this matchup. Because that has been kind of proven to be true so far in overtime, right? We haven't seen someone sweep that CT side. We've seen them get 2 rounds every single time. As soon as someone gets 3, I do think that they can close out, but we'll have to wait and find out. Back into it once again, though. We'll continue. Get a couple resets in the mix there. We're right back in the action here. Pain is about to beat 0-0 Nation. Is that a 2-0 or is that just first map? Important question, but look at this. A little bit of aggression taking place here towards the B side. Atypical of what we've gotten out of Fluxo so far. We haven't seen them really attempt this early control. We've seen it a couple rounds with 2 players, but never with 3. They've highlighted so much emphasis early on towards that A side here. So we'll see it early on if that's going to change it up. You can see Turtle already pushed deep in towards that A ramp. Is going to find an opening pick. A beautiful one on Deluxe as well. He's going to transfer on to Lucas, and he does. That's brilliant. He's able to trade out his teammate standing right behind him. BRN, the unfortunate one to fall. Turtle going to stand tall here. He even finds himself a 3rd kill. And Turtle so hungry to try and take things back in their favor. He could grab himself a 4K. He does. A trade on the likes of Woody. And now looking to ace here is Turtle. One lies right around the corner. He can't do it though. FXvsm able to shut that down. This Turtle stomped on all over this Fluxo roster. FXvsm looking to bail them out though. A 1-on-3 required. He's found the first piece of the puzzle, but 2 more. Look how patient he's playing. He jiggles out to spot out some information. Exit gonna fall. There's no trade either. Henny just punching in those numbers with an op and relative low HP. But around the corner, it is gonna be Henny to shut things down. Very nice work being done right there from Henny and Turtle as well, man. You gotta give him so much credit. Doing phenomenal work. Cracking open the bomb site right there. FXvsm, once again allowing a lot of space to be taken here. Turtle has been so consistently that entry man, whether it be big multi-kills or just, you know, straight up 1-for-1 trades on the entry. He has been very consistent. Jota on the other end of things, he's been struggling a little bit, but he's kind of, when he has stepped up, it's been very promising. So those two are the players to keep an eye out for MIBR in terms of the early attempts here. But this time in mid, it's going to be BRN. Looking to take that early exchange. 1 kill found out from Lux. He's looking for help. There isn't any in time at least, though, but Luca going to dive above the heaven boost and find himself a multi-kill. FXvsm as well. Shut things down. We're right back to familiar territory here. We could actually get another repeat. Nice 2-1 scoreline that we've seen every single overtime for the CTs. I guess the reverse could be said. If you get 2 rounds on the T side, it definitely stamps a good case for you to close out this game as well. So we'll see if MIBR can grab that little bit of extra credit. Well, he's being tossed in here. Utility bombardment, flashbang. But Jota's still going to convert. That's insane. Lux playing inside the smoke might even flank him. A bit bizarre here. Turtle doesn't react in time, and unfortunately for likes of MIBR, it's a 2-for-1 trade. It just puts things back into equal territory, though. It's going to be Woody looking to rebound. Oh my god, but BRN delivers a quick headshot. Smoke goes down as well. He's spotting out further information here. Luca looking to regress towards ramp, but a BRN. A massive multi-kill from him. It leaves FXvsm once again in familiar territory. Another 1v3 attempt. Where Bomb's in a very awkward position. Henny, how patient is he about holding this angle? What is the timing going to be? He will walk right into it. I cannot believe Henny was patient enough to do that. Where was bomb down at? Was it? It was right there. And he just holds the angle so wisely. That's incredible stuff right there from Henny. If he maybe was anxious to get the bomb, then that could have been the round right there. And now, I said this once, but we actually do see for the first time that MIBR grabbed 2 T rounds, so that's a big difference from what we've gathered so far in overtime. It's not over for Fluxo, though. Magic number's 25. Into it once again. Again, no op in the hands of Henny. This is just a bit bizarre, in my opinion. How good he has been, and how important an op map is, like Vertigo. Surprised not to see him wielding that early on. It might give hints as to what exactly is going on. Early ramp control attempted here. A lot of utility. Smoke spam going to be high value for this MIBR team. Playing off the one-way right now is BRN. And the smokes keep on coming. Such an interesting way to play about these CT sides. And there you go. Off the one-way. Off the molly. Phelps is going to drop there. BRN going to open up proceedings. A great start. One to secure themselves quad overtime. That's going to be a huge weight off their chest. And it's going to give them 2 more opportunities to close out their opponent's map pick. The collapse is coming in towards ramp as well. Jota doing so much damage here. Off the molly, they're going to swing. Jota needs to line up another, but actually has help. Jota going to find himself a couple of kills here on the ramp side. Coupled up with Henny. And they're able to make their successful retreat. Woody and Flux. But oh, the re-aggression comes swiftly. Henny. He's going to double down. And a 1-on-3 here for... 1-on-2, rather, for Woody. To pick up the pieces. And he's making the right read right now. Take a look. Both A players. Both CTs, rather, remain on A. B's open for the taking here. Woody on very low HP, but he's got the right weapon for the job here. He's going to start to really pull the pin on this. And he's going to beat the rotates. He can set up in some effective post plants, and that'll be everything. And he knows he just has to commit to the bomb plant. He's going to start to punch in those numbers now. Here comes the question. Where is he going to line up? Footsteps have been heard. Scope's been heard here, so Turtle has a good idea. But he's got his nades out, and there's a kill from Woody. He repeaks as well. He's holding it out. He's spotted the barrel. This is everything. Woody pulls off a huge 1v3 clutch. Against his former teammates, he's going to deliver the pain right there. And a timeout instantly called from MIBR. Absolutely brutal right there. Tied up 23-23. I mean, we said not a single round or not a single 2 rounds have been won by the T side right there. But if that's how we're going to kick off proceedings in this overtime, maybe Fluxo can buck the trend as well. Frustrating round for MIBR to lose. We'll see if they can pick up the pieces. This is not going to be easy. Look at the space that's already been created. Fluxo taking so much ground. Henny going to burn to the molly. Forced to fight his way out of this position. And somehow he's stuck around. Still, though, Phelps is eventually going to hone in. He's grabbed himself another kill here to swing Fluxo back into the advantage. Flux has the flank. Has the cover. It's just going to drop another turtle. That's the B anchor, and Fluxo know that for a fact. The question is, are they going to go back towards B? They can commit. Both players pretty much split up evenly, 1-1 on the sites, respectively, so there's no need to commit. I think they're just waiting for re-aggression. Look at this. It's 4-on-2. There's 50 seconds left in the round right now. Fluxo have a world to work with. They do have some of the heavier hitters, though, still standing. Exit staying alive. Left and right smoke's coming out. Smoke spam. By desperation. But Jota being thrown in. Will be Jota to best the position of VSM. That's a good start there to try and pull things back. Oh, but money's going to be so slim. The question rises of if they even want to get back into this round, if they want to even attempt to retake. It's going to be Jota taking that next point of contact here off the back of that utility, looking to close in on the pistol. It will force Woody off. No smoke, though. They have to start to make their move. Exit has to be the one defusing here. Phelps not peeking out. Lux is going to find the first. He knows he doesn't need to peek off the back of it either. Trying to fight two different angles, and Lux is going to close with a massive 3K right there. And take the lead back, breaking MIBR's economy. Look at that. Oh, it's just brutal. Three overtimes required here. And that's could be all she wrote for MIBR on this map. Fluxo so close to the finish line they can taste it. Again, it's not going to get much easier to close out than a round like this where it's not much that MIBR are bringing to the table. Economy is somewhat slim pickings. Turtle making noise on this position. Playing it so incredibly dicey. But he's doing a great job avoiding them off. Keeping them off of this B-side aggression, so credit where it's due. Off the flashbang, he doesn't spot anything. But he's certainly been heard. There's another flash here. It all comes down to some timing. VSM. So he's going to throw that exit. When does he intend on setting up Turtle for success? Looks like the end is going to be now. Flashes in. Turtle spots him out. Doesn't blind up him, but it's a little bit of information. Only spotting out one lurking player is definitely going to mean a lot here. In the meantime, they're going to try and make their move up towards that A side here. Smoke for the molly. Taking the fights as BRN. He's going to drop, though. HE does a little bit of damage to Henny. His position known and some aggression coming through. Love this coming through from Jota. Exit. And all Henny needs to do now is buy time. It's exactly what he's doing by staying alive here. But another molly is going to follow him. And getting out of this position near impossible. He's going to drop. Fast flank coming through, though. And there you go. Jota going to find the one on the response. Turtle as well. Going to collapse. And we could get more overtimes. Turtle is diving through the smoke here. Luca going to find himself dead on the ramp. It's just going to be a 1-on-2 for VSM with Bomb in the control of the CTs. He could grab it. There's time to plant, but he has to have the right angle. He's going to get behind the default box. Numbers getting punched in. Turtle chasing him down. Can he get it in time? Not in time to get his gun out. And so more overtimes required here. Oh. That is just my luck. Not that I don't love it, because I'm a sucker for some good overtimes, right? Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love OT. And when it's this important, it's definitely more entertaining. Love myself some good old overtime. Last side all smoke being thrown in. Turtle. Going for the classic. Early HE to try and find some chip damage there. Nothing collecting. Spam through the smoke. Not finding too much damage either. Both camps just hoping for a little bit of chips. Find a little bit of luck to swing their way into early exchanges. Oh, and look at this. Potentially going to assemble a boost. Actually waiting for Turtle, and nice tracing coming through from Luca. Find themselves an early pick off right there. Turtle hitting the deck. Ooh, and almost catching that jump spot was Woody. Early pick off though here, and again, so eager to keep up the fight. It's the slimmest of angles here for Henny, but a nice pickup. Phelps going to hit the deck as well. 4 on 4. Fight will continue. I love this boost being assembled here. Left and right smokes likely to come in for the Fluxo camp, so this will allow for some sort of sight line above it. So that smoke is definitely going to limit their opportunities here. They are very committed. No right smoke thrown in either. They're just going to plant for side hall. VSM tapping it in. Woody actually going to find a pick off. Catches BRN. And now VSM freebie to start to plant. Spotting out the likes of Henny on top of the boost. He's not going to be able to find anything just yet. Jota on the flank is fast. But can he find the kill? No, just barely fumbles it. On the jump spot there. Lux being so tricky to spot out. Henny at the very least hits a precise shot there on the op of Woody. But still VSM standing tall on the site. Default box playing so well. And opening up proceedings, it will be Fluxo. MIBR. Drop in the early rounds. Timeout called here. Again, we'll see if maybe 2 rounds on the T side is a new trend. Henny has definitely started to play. I feel like in regulation, he didn't have that much crazy impact, but in overtime he's really stepped up. That's exactly kind of what you can expect out of him as well, right? Come to think of it, he's definitely been able to change the tides here. BRN has to be careful with his magazine. He does have Jota though right behind him, ready to offer up some help. And at the end of the day, I think both sides just kind of calling some handshakes out. No one wants to make any mistakes just yet. Inside of a smoke. They look for the smoke spam here. VSM able to narrowly avoid the flash. And finally, Turtle going to go down towards B. Look where this leaves them. It's never happened this early on. All throughout this game. They haven't found that pick that easy. And VSM nails another. 2 openers for the guy. He's so hungry to close out Vertigo to take us into another map here. That's map number 2. It's not even 3. We nearly got a 2 for 1 out of this game. We're nearly there. One more overtime if we get there. But once again, it's going to be Fluxo grabbing those first 2 rounds of overtime, pressuring that CT side economy, and potentially giving themselves some extra wiggle room heading into this next half. Terrorists win. We aren't going to find an exit. Man, just MIBR going to run out of gas here is the question. How much do they have left in the tank? Overtime is getting exhausting. Turtle, who has been so consistent on that B anchor, has finally gone down, and you can see Instantly, the reaction of Fluxo was to take that full control of the site. It's a great read from them. See if VSM can keep it up, man. He's been playing lights out here in the 4th overtime. This time they try and walk through the one-way smoke. Instead, they're going to meet Henny, who once again opened things up for MIBR. Been such a deadly presence here for them. There's smoke for that molly here, but in this 4-on-5, they're going to start to spread their defense just a little bit thinner. Actually, Turtle playing a much more passive approach. He's looking for that boost. I don't think he wants the same result as last round here. I think he knows the importance of his position. If he goes down, there could be much more behind it to fall. Oh, but look at that answer back. Woody. He's got the thinnest of margins right there. And finds himself an opener. It is going to leave that B, or A side rather, a little bit lacking. And Woody's going to slowly peek into it. He finds another kill. Woody looking for his 3rd. He does. He takes everyone down. Woody's on an absolute rampage. This could be a flawless one for likes of Fluxo out of nowhere. Woody turns the tides. Unbelievable here. Turtle deals with the flank there. It's bomb swited on the B bomb side. I didn't even realize. Numbers punched in on the opposite side of the map here. And the chase down needs to come through instantly. Turtle trying to find his way into the site. He finds another kill. And now both players, they're both flanking. They're both flanking. And now Woody's trying to sell this fake on low HP. Now Luca can start to step it up. He needs to play his trigger discipline wisely, but gives it up a little bit early. Turtle on top of the bomb. He's not committed to it, though. He will collect the headshot. Luca finds the finishing blow. And it's a sweep from Fluxo. What on earth is going on in this round? I'm so focused on Woody, on the op lurk. When do you ever see an op lurking? And he finds 3 kills on the entry. That's just so unreasonable. Of course you're going to be stacking over towards A after Woody just did that to you. And Luca makes good on his promise there of Woody's 3K with a full house between the two. That's just incredible stuff. Fluxo have put MIBR in a dire state here in 4th overtime. We do like our overtimes here, but I don't know if we'll get any more. Surely not, right? Got a lot more to go after this as well. Not at the end of the world. This is Fluxo's map pick. We're in map number 1. For all you wondering of a best of 3. So, with that being said, got a good night of Counter-Strike ahead of us. After this best of 3, got another best of 1 to decide. I'll be covering that as well. Maybe Anthrin will be joining me. Who knows? Caster tired? Not really. I'm still I got my coffee. Feeling pretty good. This matchup is very, very entertaining. And super excited to catch the final best of 1. I guess it won't be as important as this one. This one's like the easiest way to just make yourself at home for another for the armor, right? The best of one is for seeding in the armor. But right now it's only 7:30 where I'm at. It's still a good time. We're still early on in the night. It's young. Back out of here. More overtimes. More action here. And Henry's going to pick up the T side op. Interestingly enough, he wasn't really into it on the CT side, but on the T half, going to be holding on to it. Nice molly. Gonna start to make noise there. Phelps hearing a little bit of damage, and Phelps taking a lot of damage. Right there. Bog stand law coming into place though. He's gonna be wielding the op from here on out. Exit on his classic mid lurks though. He's been here almost every single round. Unless they have early plans to go elsewhere. What are you dodging out in that flash? But again, Smalley's gonna throw down, and look, Woody's gonna peek off the back of it. But he walks right into Exit's trap. They know that that's gonna happen. We've been playing far too much Vertigo against each other. They're starting to become so aware of each other's tendencies. Jota gonna find himself another kill as well. And in MIBR, do they really have this much fight left in them? Maybe not. Luca and Lux both finding a kill apiece. Back to equal territory now. Got one tucked in. There's no mollies here for MIBR, and bombs down on the ramp. Lux might not realize how good he has it here. Patience could pay off. There's 25 seconds left. Not a lot of time, but at the moment, Fluxo's gambled a lot of presence towards this B side. There's no help for Lux. He's going to start to call in for that now. He's heard the footsteps. He knows. He realizes Exit being able to slip around the corner. He starts to shoot early, and Henny's going to spawn off the back of that. Now Tech 9s are out, and all that Henny needs to do is make his way in towards the site. There's only 8 seconds left, and the number's starting to get punched in. Heroics need to come through from the duo, but they cannot just yet. VSM in a 1-on-3 to try and win the game. Henny cannot escape the grasp, and VSM might just win another one. Exit on such low HP as well. The game winner right here. VSM, the experience brought to the table from this guy, and he's sticking the defuse. Does he have it? Exit gonna start to chase him down. The spam gets him off the bomb, but VSM kills him anyways, and a 1-on-3 to finish the job. Fluxo gonna take their map pick here on Vertigo. After a long last, finally the job's done. Finally Fluxo can breathe a sigh of relief as they've been able to take their map pick. And man, imagine what was required right there. Another 1-on-3 for VSM to close out that map. That is absolutely incredible stuff right there. Again, a very, very exciting matchup between these two teams, guys. Make sure you all stay tuned. If you do enjoy the cast, you can go and leave a follow at XnerCast on Twitter. But with all that being said, guys, I mean, a